I've started recording this video so many times. I can't focus. But I need to tell you, my brother Rob passed away today. It doesn't feel real in my head. It's like I'm dreaming and I can't think straight. It's like I got a fog surrounding everything I'm doing, and I'm angry and I'm sad and I'm just pissed off with life. Rob was the first person I ever came out to as trans. He was the one that supported me when I needed it most, when I came out. He was my best friend growing up. And he was a wizard at words for friends. I find that humour is a good way to deal with issues like this. But there's only a certain amount of humour you can have. I want to make this video now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it for a while again, because it's raw right now and I want to get my emotions down. I want to film my thoughts as they happen, because I think that it's important to record what makes us human, and hopefully it'll help other people that are struggling with a similar scenario. He was only a year older than me. He got married about 2 years ago. He grew up. He was same as me. He was a bit of a kid when it came to being an adult. And you guys saw that in the videos that we put up on this channel. I'm going to insert a clip here so you can see him. That would be nice.
Have you found a fez?
This is cool.
Fezzes are cool. You've got a bow tie, have you?
No.
No?
This is cool.
So cool.
What I'm doing right now is I'm getting all of the video that I can of him off of my channel, and I'm gonna make a tribute video because that's what he'd want. He loved filmmaking, and he loved being creative and creative writing, and he was a very creative person. And I think he'd like that, and he enjoyed it when he did videos with me, and that's why, part of the reason why I needed to tell you now, because you have the right to know. Because he was a part of my life, he was a part of my channel, he was a part of your lives in some way. I've only experienced death once before as an adult. I of course experienced it when I was a kid with my gran, and I can't remember most of it. But with my mum, that was when I became an adult. That whole experience made me who I am, and it made me grow up. And there is something about this situation that just haunts me, and it's the cry that people do when someone dies. And that cry is haunting. And it just kept bringing up memories of my mum and how my nan was when she died. And I think Rob and her death as well. And I think they show us that life is very short, and stupidly short in some cases. And we need to grab onto those people that we have around us. And I didn't see Rob that much. He moved on. He got a little house, and he was living with his wife, and they were having a great time. They went to New York last year, and they experienced all of that. My stepsister told me that they met Robert Englund from the Freddy films. And that's crazy. He lived an amazing life. And he met his heroes. And I should be happy about that. I should be happy that that's what he wanted to do. And I'm happy that he achieved that. And I am happy, but I'm also incredibly sad because he missed out on like almost 3/4 of his life. And no one should be taken away from that. In death, when someone dies, I think that we then think about all of the things that happened prior to that, and we make these terrible scenarios out of them and make them sound worse to ourselves, because that makes us feel bad about what we've possibly said or done before someone's died, and that is obviously unhealthy. My brother was a DJ, and he was DJing an event. Jesus, he was only DJing an event last week. That's crazy. And he asked me. He was like, "Can you come?" And I said no. I said no because of my stupid fucking anxiety. That was the last time I saw him, and that fucking kills me. You need to hold on to those people in your life that you don't see that often. If you've fallen out with a family member, you need to see them. You need to rekindle that relationship because you don't know how long they've got left. Bereavement comes in waves. I think that waves is a good way of saying it, because when I found out that he died, I was flat. Nothing. And then I sat there and I started crying, and then nothing. And then bawling, and then nothing. And I think that is, in itself, how we all deal with death. And I think that it does get easier over time, but it's not as easy as people make it out to be. And I don't want to make you scared or worried about that, but it's not easy. I'm going to tell you my favourite experience with Rob, because I think that he'd laugh as well about this. So the first time we ever met was in 2003, and we were both about 9 or 10, around that, and my dad ended up dating his now, of course, wife, who's Rob's mum, and I met Rob for the first ever time, and we went up to the nan's house that they were staying at the time, and he was in his bedroom and he was playing Dino Crisis 2 on the PS1, which is like one of my favourite games of all time. So we got on like a house on fire immediately, and he loved Elvis. He loved Elvis. Elvis was his favourite like person ever. So he had like a quiff, and he was all. My dad was just like, wow. He loved Elvis. He was only like 9, but he had a great taste in music. And that night we all went to this bar in, I think it was on the outskirts of London, and it had a hotel that we stayed in, and me and Rob had a one room with 2 single beds next to each other, and we stayed up all night, getting to know each other, talking about our favourite things, our favourite games, our favourite everything, and we bonded so much, and then we found Viz magazine, which is this quite dirty adult magazine. We stayed up all night laughing at it and reading it, as you do, of course, when you're silly teenagers, or almost teenagers. And then in the morning, because we stayed up all night, and then in the morning about 6 AM they put on Pokemon on TV and we watched that together. It's nice to think back on stuff like this, and that's why I'm doing the tribute video, and that'll go up on my channel soon. In terms of other content that I'm going to be doing, I don't know. I don't think I can do Monday Madness this week. It's not right. I don't think I could be happy for Monday Madness, that would be lying to you. I don't think that's okay. So I think the next video is going to be either the tribute video or another just general update on how I'm doing. To those people who have supported me on Twitter and stuff, thank you so much. And everyone else who's supported me on Facebook or whatever, thank you. You mean the world to me, but take this as a message to all of you. Hold on to the people close to you because they matter more than anything in the world.
Hello, Rob.
Rob's got a Crimbo jumper on.
Oh, have you? Is it one of the awful ones that Colin Firth wears in Bridget Jones' Diary?
No, it's one of... I lost a bet.
Oh.